Well, a lot of things happened today, and they were all great, and they were all thrilling, and they were all dramatic. Too bad we couldn't have had a victory that meant a pennant, but that will come. Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series, and maybe sooner than we think. It seems to me.
And he will hit a ground ball toward short. Russell goes to Baez one. Over to first. The Cubs are going to the World Series. The Cubs win the pennant. The National League champion Chicago Cubs will play the Cleveland Indians in the World Series.
Wow. It finally happened. The Cubs are going to the World Series. All of us have dreamed about that moment. That final out and the call from Pat Hughes sending the Cubs to the biggest stage of them all. Something we haven't seen in 71 years, and many of us, we haven't seen in our lifetime. 5 years ago, Tom Ricketts got the best of the best, Theo Epstein, and he completely changed the culture for Chicago.
We're going to build the best baseball operation we can. We're going to change the culture. Our players are going to change the culture along with us in the Major League clubhouse, and we're going to make building a foundation for sustained success a priority. That'll lead to playing October baseball more often than not down the road. And once you get in October, there's a legitimate chance to win the World Series. So I believe we can do it, and I look forward to helping.
Just to give you an insight of how this World Series is possible and how Theo built the Cubs to become a championship caliber team, it took 5 years of losing to get to this stage. All the draft picks, which included Baez, Bryant, and Schwarber, the free agent signings, which included Lester, Hayward, Zobrist, and Fowler, and how about the trades? Andrew Kashner for Anthony Rizzo, Ryan Dempster for Kyle Hendricks, and Scott Feltman for Jake Arrieta. If you were to tell me 4 years ago when we lost 101 games that in due time Kyle Hendricks, who no one knew yet, would be the pitcher to send the Cubs to their first World Series berth in years, I wouldn't believe you. Add on Chapman closing the game out, I would call you crazy. It's been a wild ride to be a fan for the Cubs, but I don't regret anything. You know why? Because it's made us who we are. It's put us in this exact position to be playing the Indians in the 2016 World Series. It's made this series so much sweeter, and I can speak for most fans, it's more than just a World Series. No matter how these last games pan out, there's nothing but smiles, enjoyment, and proudness of watching these guys go out each and every game and playing their best. And I can guarantee you this won't be the last time you see us in October. We're here to stay. As a fan, the time is now. We need 4 wins and the real party starts. In Wrigleyville, in Chicago, around the globe, and up there by Ernie, Ron, and Harry. It's time to send Grandpa Ross out as a champion, and it's time to fly the W.